Hey there guys, what is going on? As we have been taking a look at all the best weapons in Modern Warfare recently, I feel like we should take another look at the M4A1. Definitely one of the best assault rifles. Is it the best assault rifle? Well, it's probably a little bit of a toss-up between this and the AN94 right now. I'm yet to make a video rating my best class setups and sort of the best guns in Season 5 yet, and I'm still working it out. I'm still gonna get there, and I'll definitely come out with that eventually. But this is the best M4A1 class at the moment, in my opinion. Like, of course, we can get classes that will go for longer, those sort of longer streak classes designed with like those big magazines, but I feel like this is a decent combination of all the best attachments for this right now. Just before we do get into it here, let's try and get this one to 26 likes. The support from all of you guys, as usual, fantastic. Love every single person who does take a look at any of these videos, hits that subscribe button, like button, leaves a comment, whatever. I love all of it, of course. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on, just in case you don't want to miss out on any of the upcoming content. Loads of stuff lined up, always changing in this game. Lots of different stuff coming out very soon, so don't miss out on any of that. So let's talk M4 here. So starting us off here, we want to talk about our sidearm perks and grenade choices here. We have the 357 Akimbo varieties, of course. Definitely one of the most powerful close range options in the game, as usual. We want that compensator, the 357 long barrel, the 5mm laser, the lightweight trigger, and sometimes when you run the snake shot, like the snake shot is really good, and if you do want to run that, you drop the compensator or sort of the 5mm laser. This is of course up to you, but the Akimbo perk really does bring this together as a very, very powerful close range option. Snake shot's still very powerful at those close range engagements, and sometimes dropping the snake shot makes it very, very stupid. Like hitting like 20-meter one-shot kills is absolutely hilarious. As for our usual perk setup, we want that EOD and Ghost as a very standard class setup on this particular channel right now. EOD for that explosive resistance, and Ghost of course for staying off of those UAVs, but tune-up is something that I've been liking more and more recently. Getting those extra stopping power rounds from our field upgrade is very, very strong. Like the field upgrade, just the stopping power rounds, just the best thing in the game right now. One of the most powerful things that we can get. So tune-up does help us get that a little bit faster. C4 in the lethal slot, of course, getting that sort of extra piece of utility, and that stim shot as well in the tactical slot. So as I mentioned already, we can get that M4 that does go on those longer streaks with like your 50 or your 60 round mags. But I feel like this is that M4 class which does have the best attachments, and just sort of you get ammo from other places. Like you don't really need 50 or 60 rounds sometimes. Like just reload faster. That's it. But as for our attachments, we're starting off with that monolithic suppressor here, of course. Basically that increase to our sound suppression and damage range, as well as about a 10% increase to our bullet velocity as well. Very, very nice here, of course. Moving to that Corvus Custom Marksman barrel, as usual, damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Again, nice to see this making a return, basically making our hit our shots very, very easily. Like that extra range that we do get, I think it's about a 30% increase, is very, very powerful as usual. The no stock makes its return again for the M4. Normally we wouldn't run this, but with the attachments that we've chosen here, the no stock is no sweat at all. That recoil that we do get, like we do lose a fair bit of recoil control with this, but we can manage it. I think it's only about a 10% or 15% increase, like with the attachments that we've chosen. So the no stock is definitely still viable in that movement speed and aim down sight speed. Stipple grip tape, of course, as usual, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, some of the best stats that you can get in the game. And because we have the no stock here, we do want that Merc foregrip for that recoil control, hip fire accuracy, as well as a 4% increase to our movement speed. This just combines really, really nicely. Like that no stock does of course reduce our recoil control, but we get this barrel and we get this Merc foregrip. Very, very strong options. Very, very well balanced in terms of statistics class here, and just one of the best assault rifles right now. You know how we go here. We're going to jump into some gameplay here right now and talk about some other things with this weapon. Alrighty, so you already know that the M4 is good as hell. Like it's just one of the best assault rifles and has continued to be since the game basically came out. Like you just absolutely shred people, like really silly sometimes. But with the stopping power rounds, it becomes like a consistent like 2 to 3 shot kill. It is absolutely stupid. I know the stopping power rounds are good on pretty much every weapon in the game, but like it really just makes these weapons that are already busted and makes them even more broken. Like it's actually silly. Like they shouldn't allow something to just give more bullet damage. Like it's kind of stupid. But you know, that's what's in the game. You don't hate the player, hate the game, I guess. Little bit of an interesting reaction to the recoil control there. I know that does come from the no stock, but most of the time it's not too big of a deal to hit our shots fairly easily. Oh geez, he was a lot closer than I thought he was. In a little bit of a tricky spot right now. This is fine. Oh god, what is that? Reload nice and quickly. No. I shouldn't have done the big wide peek like that. I knew there was going to be more people. I didn't even get the VTOL. And I lost the stopping power rounds. It's one of those It's one of those cursed things in this game. Like, if you throw in the stopping power rounds, if you activate your dead silence, you're guaranteed to, like, get killed. Like, you're basically guaranteed to die the very second you put either of those things on. It's just... That was not a good kill. Like, he should have very easily killed me there, but he managed to not kill me, so... Always a positive. I want to run away. Go back around this side. We're just going to keep building towards those stopping power rounds every time. Like, having, what is it, tune-up? I always forget the name of it because I never use it. Like, tune-up is becoming more of a regular... God damn it. God damn it. As I was saying, tune-up is becoming a more regular part of most of my class setups. Just being able to get those stopping power rounds online way earlier is always such a huge bonus. Like, it's unbelievable on some weapons. Like, even the AN94. I think the AN94 is actually busted. Like, it's actually broken. With the stopping power rounds attached. Like, it becomes a two-shot kill with a, like super fast burst. And you're like, how's that not broken? But nobody's talking about it. Like, I haven't seen too many people talk about it other than me. Like, maybe it's not actually busted. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating. Maybe I'm selling something a little bit more pricey than what I'm actually thinking it is. But I think it's really good. But I don't think the stopping power rounds actually make the M4 a two-shot kill, which would be pretty stupid if it did. Like, that would make the game not very fun. So I think it's still a three-shot kill, but it feels good. It feels really nice to have the stopping power rounds in the M4. Oh, of course he came from the side. Of course he came from the side. We've got to push up and actually get B, otherwise we're just going to be getting all these kills for no reason and not actually get the win. I don't know what's up. There's usually somebody sitting up there. If there's not, like, you're the one who's sitting up there. It's hard to get this kill with this particular class. Like, fighting at those sort of medium to longer distances can be a little bit tricky sometimes, especially since we don't have, like, 100%. Like, this is not a no recoil class by any stretch of the imagination, so those longer shots can be sometimes a little tricky. This, though. What? What do you mean? How's that not a one-shot kill? I body shot him. Nice. Oof. Lazy, that guy. Oh, man. Game's dumb. So, of course, not the most ideal game to go into, but we got a decent amount of kills in a short space of time, so we're just going to have our final thoughts on this in just a second. So, what do we think of our M4 class here? Well, as many of you may know, the M4 is still one of the best assault rifles in the game. Of course, everybody knows that. Does it compete with the AN94 for the best gun? Well, it's hard to say. Like, I haven't compared them directly side by side yet, so it should be pretty interesting to do a little bit of a testing and come up with a final result. If you do like the M4 though, this is still the best class setup. Like, you of course get those ones that do go on those longer streaks with those 50 round mags and stuff like that, but this is statistically the best one with the best attachments, so try this out if you haven't already done so. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on, just in case you don't want to miss out on any of the upcoming stuff. Loads of new content lined up, so don't miss any of that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!